I'm Hayano Moser. I'm the project lead for the Community Active Partnership Program. We're here today to have a conversation about the Logan Kids physical activity. Attending is organisations that are invested in the physical health and well-being of Logan kids.
So the goal of today is for the people in the room to have a deep personal experience with physical literacy and their own childhood, so that they can recognise in their workplace or in their home or with their grandchildren what the elements are that makes a physical literate adult and child.
Physical literacy is like a language of movement, and when we think about a literacy, it's about an intelligence. So you can develop a strong intelligence around movement. So how do you jump? How do you kick? How do you throw? How do you climb? How do you crawl? How do you ride a bike? And then how does that then support you across your life journey? And why is it so important for those kids to have all these opportunities to play and build these physical literacy skills from such an early age, in those first 8 years especially?
Play is not what it once was, and we heard that from Auntie Faith just recently when she described an amazing outdoor childhood, and Coach NR. Children don't have that anymore, and that's part of the conversation that we want to have, because it's through that unstructured play, as our participants are now learning behind me, that you become physically literate and remain active for your whole life.
I really enjoyed play when I was a kid, and I think that's made me who I am today, around the freedom, because even though we were institutionalised, the freedom of play gave me the freedom of who I am today as an Aboriginal woman.
I was just asked to come and share a little bit of my story about the way I used to play as a child, some of the stories about what we used to get up to and how that relates to my life today and how that's shaped me to who I am now. Just comparing my childhood, and when I see my younger cousins playing today, there's a huge difference, because we didn't really have the option of screen time or playing games or anything like that. For us, we loved getting outdoors. That was what we looked forward to. But I think there's a lot more options available to kids today that encourage them to just hide in the house.
Because they're so into the games and reading, not the physical stuff, but saying that they're playing games, whether it's a video game, it's still playing in their mind, but it's not the physical stuff, so they're doing the mental stuff with the play, but not the physical. I think they need to get out and do more physical stuff than anything.
Just talking with other people around the room today, everyone kind of has similar stories to share. I think it's a concern for everyone.
So my name is Wendy. I'm here because Jump Up Outdoors, who are associated with Nature Play Queensland, asked me to come and speak today. Because I was very unhealthy, probably up until the age of 40 or so. I was extremely unhealthy. I was a much larger individual, and I smoked and I drank and did no physical activity, and decided I didn't want it to be like that. So I got heavily into exercise, changed my mental outlook, changed my mental resilience. Also the reason why I am so passionate about my sons having some access to movement. It doesn't have to be formalised, but they do need to have the opportunity to move their body, because I've seen the difference that it makes for me, both emotionally and physically.
The key elements of physical literacy are quite defined, and so I would like them to walk away with thinking about physical activity as 4 or 5 quite separate elements, rather than just physical competency.
So this knowledge will permeate and spread out throughout across the Logan community, the Logan Together movement, and we'll see kids' physical literacy increase and improve, or sustain and grow.